I live up in the mountains where it was once a quiet place. People lived in intention to kind of keep it a sanctuary. You know, there was a certain pride in that on a very like down home, I want to say rustic level, but yes, it's like we liked our camping. We like our outdoor wilderness hiking trails, the ones that lead us to each other's homes, in and out of town, coming from town and to and fro, and but that has kind of slowly been overlaid with, I want to say, just like trash. But uh, as far as the mentality is concerned, of course, you know, it's coming with um, just how the world has been altered by some intelligences that have made sure to replace the positions of power over people, say like our resources and stuff, like the water company up here. Just like I watched it turn from great water to shitty water in no time flat, with a lot of crap that they are feeding us about how to see it and everything, as well as just shutting the public out from any of the meetings that they were having. I managed to go to two of those meetings where they were shutting the public out. Basically, the last meeting I went to was a definite shutout. So anyway, we're all looking at that, right? That like, you know, I mean, here it is Halloween kind of, but ghouls and goblins. Yeah, whenever we talk about Pluto aspecting, which we do have a full moon coming up, that where it happens to square Pluto, and so does Mars. There's a darn T square. I mean, a grand cross in Cardinal with Pluto there. Yeah, we're gonna get into some down home, like very deep subject matter, not just surface oriented, like let's not look at that. No, Pluto likes to look at it and turn the lights on in the closet, open all the drawers, empty it out, and a lot of people aren't like that, right? They um, and hence they have like a lot of crap hooked into them, like karma and stuff that they don't know how to work out, let alone like with themselves, but of course now with other people, they do get mixed up, right, in karmas and stuff. A little baby, a sweetheart, pardon me while I just, this money is for actually raising video. I was gonna hopefully try to get a few cents into me via uh, my PayPal and Cash App. I think I'm going to change my cover photo on this YouTube page into something more legible. I think it's miswritten or mistyped there. And so, but really to talk about what's in the air right now, like for me personally, it's very interesting what I had just gone through over the last, like, say, 24 hours. Um, uh, Very paranormal stuff. Nothing bad because, yeah, I'm looking into it and it's like, no, I didn't come out of it all that bad, you know, as far as whatever it was, getting a charge from whatever. Um, what I mean is like electrically, my body going through something, and I'm practicing breathing and stuff, and I don't know, you know, who knows how long we have to live here, but I think what happened was I got restored. Some instant healing is happening. That's what I'm going through. I didn't really want to make this video because of that. It's kind of like you're telling the demons that you're starting to heal, and they just want to attack. But see, that's the thing is that, oh no, if you're anything like me, you've been through it enough, especially over the last 3 years. It's been like a crash course, kind of a reminder of what you've been going through all your life. Really, it's like, and how long are you going to put up with this kind of thing? Where it turns out, like, you know, we're just kind of going with the program, unfortunately, and a lot of it involves whacking back our own potential and um, stuff like that, you know. And so with this full moon, it has to do with just getting real with ourselves and with that Pluto aspect involved with it. Particularly, I'd say after the full moon is when we really start seeing the exact aspects with the sun, just shortly after. But it's just as good as go right now. I mean, you know, and thank God for this little kitty who keeps me grounded. And um, same thing with my chickens. You know, I have them. But all of this lifestyle that I'm living, the 3D, even this cat and everything. See, I want to keep it. I want it for me, but like I was trying to mention in one of these videos here, that it's not good to get caught on the narcissist's timeline, who is the oppressor, basically, right? They try to like reel you in and tether you to um, a weird life, right? It's like, okay, so we're supposed to go, we're trying to collect money to buffer us against that association, to put it bluntly. I don't know what to say, but it's the big question for me, of course, with, you know, how we have this um, Sun in Libra in aspect with the full moon, and then Pluto and Mars opposing, so it's a grand cross. Of course, relationships come up, men and women. You know, Venus, Mars is there squaring, and let alone like uh, that we are amidst global warfare. You know, I don't think any of them should be trying to maintain the illusion of that a one-on-one relationship, like that's the answer. You know, you get the feeling that right. That's what narcissists think, that it's just ideal to put that together. That you need to get a relationship going, but really it's a situationship, right? A lot of times because somebody creates codependency in the other, and that's a complex thing that, you know, but that's the truth, is that the worst of the worst narcissistic, call it narcissist, or is it just people that play a game with adult subject matter, you know, and all of us could be like subjected to our own immaturity about that in different areas. See, not all of us are managing this freaking madhouse with flying colors, you see. Boy, and having said that, if you did manage something up, say, you know how there's your academia out there, and you're really chugging that way, getting that chugging along, you are so far gone. I mean, we are praying for you at this point. Boy, it's going to be a whiplashing fucking snapback. But really, when we stand back and we look at it, how civilization, it's like the huff and puff thing. Look at this cat. How do you like it, huh? The huff and puff and I'll blow your house down story. It's happening right now. Like, you know, the housing is floating down the river because of the hurricane manipulation, and those, that housing and those structures and stuff, it's all put together by the big bad wolf, who says, you know, this is easy, man, easy peasy. And what are we doing? See, what are we doing? See, the thing is yeah, some people, you know, liking my videos talking about, perhaps, you know, just poking around at the fact that yes, we have weather controlled and weaponized. A lot of the things are weaponized right now, even our water, you know, even you, if you're not careful. Here I am asking, I'm trying to say, babes, let's put this together. Okay, so 5 people. Looks like 5 people are liking my videos, and I'm not begging for money. I hate this video now. Because it's like I am begging for money, you know? It's pathetic. But what are we gonna do? See, all I want is to pay a stupid bill. And I was thinking how stupid money is, where um, I'm trying to go at it like in a way that makes sense. And it's like, no, Shauna, you have to go over there to where people are doing gambling. And yeah, see, isn't there an app that says gambling app or something? I don't know, like Facebook. Is there a group that gambles? And see, they're all tossing money around, right? And just say, hey, here's the goal for me, you know. Sorry. Just, I mean, it's up to, I don't know what the exact number is, but I'll tell you. I don't mind telling people. Um, Eventually, that I have an electric bill I'm worried about. Let alone that I just ran out of propane, so I don't have any hot water access. Well, I can make it by hand here. I live in the mountains, and I don't mind that method, except for it's kind of dragging along. It's like, God, I am so tired of being completely alone here. But it's like, fuck it. I've been alone long enough. What's the problem? Why can't you get your shit together? Well, I don't know. Um, I like my meditation time, I guess. I don't know. No, I'm just, we're all waking up out of the funk. Once I wake up out of it, it's like we're done trying to live here, because this is old news. This is something that I would love to convert into just pure energy for me to um, have a great time on. Like anybody open to have a good time. See, that's the thing. It's like, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. I didn't just advertise nothing, babe. No way. Look at here. Oh, I just met her so much. She's so precious, so pretty, nice, one babe. Oh God, I just met her so much. She's wonderful. Oh God. No, right here. We're having a very natural time. I'm. It's a good sign of showing how kind of I really am. We never really had this moment where she's just gonna drape herself over myself, and she just got done playing a lot. She brings me so much peace and happiness, when she purrs and takes refuge with me, and I take refuge with her, and here comes the tax man. So anyway, enjoy some of these videos. I'm making these videos kind of prior, but this is the 12th, and we're heading into the 13th, and I thought, well, I gotta pack up some video on the 13th, and I want to thank Mushroom Coyote, or whoever that is, um, for sharing my video. It's interesting, the videos that some people are liking and not liking at all, and I get it, I guess. I really appreciate when they do like the video, I mean the astrological videos, that I'm hoping that I'm not like repeating myself, but we do have this thing, and it's all this week here that we are being challenged. And I was trying to tell you in the beginning how that I went through something last night, or it was this morning, something. I can talk to you about it a little bit, but I don't really want to get into it now, because it's not a bad thing, it's not a good thing, but really it's a healing thing. I do pay attention and make sure that nothing bad is happening. I don't think it is. See, the bad thing that's happening, we all have this worry, right? Is money, money worries, and um, it's important to have our vibrational frequencies elevated so that people will say, sure, I can give you money. Sorry, it's a stupid thing, right? But I think one day the tables will turn. I mean, I've been, I know how to give. That's all I know, and so that's what I kind of thought I was doing here. Every once in a while, I was going to give us an astrological forecast overview, kind of look into it. If you have an exact aspect like I do, the full moon and the whole rigmarole there is definitely, it's aspecting to my Mercury Uranus enough, and just bear with me and in my expression, and how that I'm probably going to sound pretty pathetic, what I talk about. I mean, who knows? But really, we see it. We're kind of going through it. Um, this cat, um, I just love her so much. So help me out, I have to change her food up. I get a certain kind from the ARF Foundation, which is an animal rescue service kind of thing. They help us out with stuff we might need, like food and stuff that's kind of donated in, and all of it's kind of sketchy, right? Especially in the United States, talking about whoever the hell makes this stuff. Um, but so I was just going to say maybe help out a little bit more. Terrible video, right? Really, I need stuff. I don't see. I'm feeling trapped here as a property owner or a homeowner. There we are, minute 18. Like and subscribe if you like that very personal bit of information that could make me vulnerable as hell. But no, I'm protected here, and I don't want to leave. I would love to make this work for me somehow, but I'm single, and I'm um, on a different mission than what anybody else can project on me. See, I have to be. I would love to dial in onto the higher mission of mine. It's just going to take time for me to figure out how to do it on my own. First of all, that I have to do it on my own. I think it's right to look at it that way, but I'm not short of accepting help into me, like recognizing when the right help is coming my way. But when does that ever happen when we are breaking down, and all we want is really fucking is we want love in our life, right? We want this to work. We want ourselves to work for ourselves and for each other, and see, getting back to the proposal, I guess that maybe it's outdated that a one-on-one is the thing to try to manage up, because somebody like me, see, it's just it's a joke, right? I am too burdened down with this property and stuff, and I mean, I would love to, it's like, hi, are you going to help me re-roof my property and do the plumbing and do the patio and just, yeah, get me going here. How do you do that? Well, Shauna, that's a money pit, right? And see, the thing is, it's like, fucking, I hate this video, because anything is possible. What we are supposed to be doing now and where we're heading, a lot of us, you may feel it or may not, but I sure do, is like, no, all of this can change. Change. There's the money word again. Change. All of this needs to change. So Shauna can shut the fuck up. She can put $10,000 in each of her stupid Cash App and PayPal accounts and shoot it to people randomly and say, this is the way you're supposed to live, you fuckers. And especially when if somebody has asked, just hit them with something that, I don't know, man. I don't mind playing the game, if you have it, give it. But so I have a kiss for a little kitten right here, and an arm for her to be like a koala cat. And I don't know what kind of a cat she's going to be now. Watching the video, you know, she's just so special, so precious and pretty, and so happy to have gone through the process of her getting into her body and being my little girl throughout the day. She wants me to be a certain way, of course, give her fishes every 3 hours. Yes. Fishes every 3 hours, right? Yes. So yes, just trying to pay a few bills. I was hoping to get everybody on this train to try and help everybody should be helping each other with this thing. See, I'm so glad that, yeah, thank you for sharing my video because I think I begged for money a little bit there. But really, you can see my Cash App and you know, it's I've done it before. You know, when you have money, just kind of it's hilarious. But I did it through the mail. I sent it through the mail, but however easy it is, I'm just stoked that I do have the PayPal and the Cash App, and yeah, let me know if you can help out. Thank you. I don't know if I'm going to be putting this up really. I want to be able to put some better material up of what I'm kind of happy to be able to share. Um, but I guess every once in a while you got to put your pathetic, can I have a crumb or two come my way? Like, hey, would you like to buy me a coffee? I can get into detail where I am and like my lifestyle and how I live and everything. It's kind of interesting and interdimensionally, I guess, like energetically, I'm holding ground here in a very real way, a certain kind of bandwidth, I guess you could say, of energy. Like it's pretty much equal to like can you have mercy on the ancient Aborigine that are still here, please? I mean, come on, can we keep it quiet here? I mean, why do we have such loud mufflers? It's like, it's really not that, though. I'm not like the ancient Aborigine. Really, it's like, you know, there was a time when civilization was like a glimmer of hope, and some people embody, like their very DNA has the capacity to generate entire civilizations out of it. But it hasn't happened yet, folks. We are just as, like I said, it was a glimmer, and now it's kind of fading off into the distance because of the amazing sensation or event of deleting our. Now, how does that happen? Is it because of technology? I would say yeah, but see, technology can also work in a different way, one generation to the next. You know, the main thing, see, the communications. I want to talk about that more. It's going to open up. It has to. I mean, it will, like an afterburner, but really it's going to be taking off when Uranus hits Gemini. It's going to open up for my generation. See if we've lived through this fucking time. It's really the most epic times because it's really when, if our generation starts to communicate and use its full on, say, like Akasha, like really, what was Pluto doing when it was in Libra? It was really airing out the traditional values, like all of the bullshit about relationships, marriage. You know, that was probably like the era of relationships falling apart. You know, as soon as Pluto went into Libra, really it's just testing everybody. And marriage, I think, you know, became a big question. You know, people were recognizing it. Maybe it's a little like what do you call it? Taboo, or more like overrated. And but really at the same time as that, looking at it, what we're talking about is more and more strengthened bonds of realizations of soulmates and real live, like shamanic relations. You know, why we're in each other's life and how do we treat it. I'm looking back, you know, instead of going to a therapist, didn't you listen to the person over there who was testing your ass, you know? And anyway, yeah, it's possible to see programming right now, and a lot of the traditional value, the stuff that you can scratch at the surface and it's really just a robot or something, is like, that's becoming a real thing. And um, we're going through like a passage, like I keep going for the hourglass kind of feel, where it's just you can't glom onto each other. It's one grain at a time once it gets down to that one passage where I'm pretty sure it's either the narcissist timeline or the ascension timeline, the timeline into love. There isn't any other thing that's going to work with anything else. Um, make it more useful. What I mean is, love makes everything more useful and makes it make more sense. It's a difference between a bad ride or a bad trip or a good ride or a good trip, and it really is pointing at more and more. That's why we're going to get really trippy as it's pointing at, like, well, how's your love ability? What do you know about that? What can you share with the kids about it? It's really a state of being, right? And Aries is the one to talk about it, like stand up for it, get hot-headed about it, perhaps get very passionate about it, because that's their opposite, Libra. And if you're Aries rising like me, I just have it on the seventh house of Libra, that is of Libra. And yeah, I'm just aware of, no, it takes work, it takes balance. To achieve a balance, it takes work, selfless, right? And that's how beautiful the Libra Aries axis is, which is the full moon that we're going to be coming up to here. As far as I'm concerned, it's harvest moon, I guess. But they consider it harvest moon last month, but it's like, no, October, and it's right before it's harvest moon, right around whenever Halloween comes up. And so then we have Halloween, which, to tell you the truth, I mean, witch, right? We're dealing with the witch when we talk about Pluto, which is the truth. Really, it's God in drag, I guess. It's really God saying, yeah, right, whatever you want to call me, babe. It's that thing you don't consider. And it's not always bad. It's just, anyway, thanks for listening to this. I just wanted to put something up for people to listen to. And I didn't beg too hard and sound that pathetic. You would never know this is a video that was intended for me to ask, hey, hi, you guys, buy me a coffee, Like I said, I think I have better luck. Instead of being like the mystical, astrological um, comic, I guess, trying to get a couple dollars in to try to help it. See, I don't have a very good social life, and might I might have to move, but I've never done that before. You know what I mean? I've never sold my great grandpa's place. I've never uprooted. Why do I feel I have to do that? Where do we think we're gonna go? But I'm pretty sure when I'm looking around here, like just looking up at the ceiling here, do you see how there are these those